Did this hoe.
We live everywhere but Twitch. I don't know what's going on with Twitch, why they don't play on the multi-stream, but we'll figure it out. Everybody that's piling up in here, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell one time for a player. You about to get into it. Let's get it.
Shit.
I'm this bad, boy stunned like my dad, call me Scrooge McDuck, cause I'm swimming in the cash. Old school Chevy on them sixes, took a bath, swagger overboard, you can see it go splash. I'm the man, that's how we do it in the land. 08 money and some new rubber bands, V-neck tee and my true religion pants, fresh new J's, yeah, C-Town snapback, paper in a loud pack, Remy cup double stack, red bone bubble back, all night going long, call me the quarterback.
Yo, it's your boy Luxury, the most expensive nigga rolling, aka DJ Easy, Dick to yo bitch, BKA Mr. Shoving Wood wherever's good. And I'm in the building with my favorite DJ motherfucking K's. What's cracking, big dog? What's happening?
Man, everything is all right, man. This last night was a little disappointing for rappers, you know.
Oh
Shouts
yeah, we
out to
definitely gonna get
Deontay
into that.
Wilder
We definitely gonna
for
get
the
into
courageous fight.
Yes, I want to talk about that because it's actually a part of the title. Would you say that last night, did we get a classic? Did we get a heavyweight classic showdown between two giants last night? Wilder,
Oh yeah, there isn't a fight.
3. It was a damn good fight. Fury outlanded Deontay Wilder 150 to 75 on CompuBox punch stats. Pretty interesting fight, man. You know what I mean? As you could tell, I lost my voice a little bit last night from all the yelling and screaming, hitting, getting. You understand me? It was a back and forth fight. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, shouts out to Tyson Fury. He definitely did his thing, man. He showed that he was the superior boxer in the situation. But I do want to get on Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? Big ups to you, brother. You got what you wanted. You wanted to go out on your shield. But what I don't understand, my brother, why did you switch training camps and come out and do the same exact thing that you did the last fight? There was nothing different. I mean, in the beginning, he tried to show a little jab to the stomach, and like he was trying to establish a jab, but then that just completely went away.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, it was working in the first.
Yeah, it was working. It was working.
Mean,
Go ahead.
no one loves to get hit. Damn, get this L out my mouth. Oh, no one likes to get hit in the body
At all.
You know what I'm saying?
And see, another thing that I paid attention to, the stamina. It wasn't there after the fourth round. It was over. The brother was tired. He had the wobbly leg foundation. Ain't that what they call it? I sat there and watched him try the same exact thing over and over, and I'm just like, you cannot get this shit off on a man who has the technical skills that Tyson Fury has. It's not gonna happen because he said coming. It wasn't nothing he was trying to do to set up the right hand, bro. He dropped him twice, but it wasn't nothing he was doing to try to set him up with the right hand, and I couldn't understand it.
Counts was suspect.
I mean, we not gonna make no excuses this time around, man.
No. I just said
There's no
suspect,
excuse.
but it is what it is.
It was fair and square. The brother didn't change nothing about his game plan. He went out there and he got his ass whooped, man. Let's just call it what it is, man. He didn't he fired Mark Breland for what? For you to have a whole bunch of yes men? Because I heard the brother in the corner, he's like, you got the guy giving skill to end this fight with any punch and blah blah blah. But I'm like, the man ain't got no stamina. There's no more pop behind his punches. Yeah, there was no game plan. Go ahead.
There was no type of instructions as far as, what audio we did here.
Yeah.
It wasn't too much. Yo, go back to the body, man. You got a bit. I'd have told you, you say the nigga hit light, yeah, put your head in the nigga chest, man, go to the body, man. Hit that nigga low, hit that nigga hard, hit that nigga consistent.
But see, you know what that was? That was ego and that was pride for you to get rid of Mark Breland. For a motherfucker, like I say, there's no knocking. I don't even know his new trainer name. What's the brother's name, Case? I'm pretty sure you know who he is.
I believe it's Malik Scott.
Yeah, Malik Scott. No disrespect to Malik Scott, bro. But there was nothing that y'all did differently in this fight from the last fight. This brother went out there and literally threw the same exact shit that he threw the last fight. And look what happened. He got picked apart eventually, bro. I didn't see him get his hands up. I seen him doing a lot of this is what Fury said in an interview. He said, I recognized something after he knocked me down that first fight. When I got up and I started coming after him, he wasn't comfortable fighting going backwards. We clearly saw that. He wasn't comfortable going backwards. And my main thing is, man, this is boxing. Protect yourself at all times. Why wasn't your hands up, bro? Why wasn't your hands up?
He has a defensive problem.
Bro, he has an overall technical problem.
You know what it is? I know what it is. He's not used to fighting somebody bigger than him. So, you know what I mean? So he'll keep his hands low. He like, a lot of motherfuckers can't hit me in the face. If you really look at it, this competition over the years. So,
let me ask you this.
And he always had that problem not keeping his hands up.
Now, this is one thing that me and you, and this is one thing that me and you always talk about. Do you think that weight difference, that weight that he gained, made a difference in his stamina?
I mean,
because he looked tired after the fourth round, bro.
You're carrying an extra 20 pounds that you're not used to carrying.
He looked tired after the fourth round, man.
Yeah, he was winded. Because you understand, jogging and agony of this and that is one thing, but a motherfucker punch you in the face and you hit trying to that motherfucker back at the same as running and swimming and all that other shit.
I understand that, man. But see, this is my thing. If you gonna fire a trainer because you thought that it was something that you could do differently or some type of way that you can reinvent yourself, and you fire this trainer and you come back and you like, we can say he looked worse. The first round he looked better, but that second and third round he just looked worse throughout the fight, bro. It was just like, wow.
But then, like I said, Tyson Fury, he adapted to the situation. He's like, oh shit, this nigga put on a body onslaught. I got, he trying to figure it out.
He wasn't expecting that body attack. He wasn't expecting that body attack.
But all of a sudden, Deontay stopped doing it. He just started going headhunting again. Like, yo, G, you got this. If you keep saying this nigga can't hit that hard, then walk through this motherfucker
exactly
to the body.
Exactly.
Establish a jab to the body.
And that would have threw him off. And
uppercut's the game. When you inside, man, hit that nigga with an uppercut.
And you know what? That would have made a difference in the fight.
All that frame. He get inside, start punishing that mug to the body. Man, just boom, boom, boom. This pound to the body.
And that would have set up. And that would have set up the right hand, bro. That would have set up the right hand.
Tyson Fury threw him in a headlock real quick, and then pom off the break. I was like, "Ooh, that's
Jada the 2K GOAT. Appreciate the follow. I got you, brother. Go ahead, guys.
It's dirty, but it's boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's only dirty when it get called.
Right, man. And it was just like it's just like, bro, I cannot believe like this bro ain't get his footwork together. He ain't get a jab together. He ain't get an arsenal of weapons at his disposal throughout this whole training camp. He had over a year. There's no excuse, bro.
No. The first round he showed, but then the second round he just threw that plan out the window.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
He went back into a slugger, and then And Tyson Fury kind of lured him into that shit.
Yeah, and I know it was
You know
a
what
lot,
I'm saying?
and I know it's a lot of you niggas upset. I done already seen niggas making excuses, talking about he was holding his head down. Like, bro, that was fair and square. That was just, that's boxing, bro. That's boxing.
Then hit that motherfucker in his chest where he won't have an opportunity to do that. That's the whole thing.
Exactly.
If you hit a motherfucker, he ain't gonna be able to do it no more. Why? He getting tired of getting fucking gut punched in this shit. He smother. I mean, the perfect example, Mike Tyson. So this nigga keep butting me, I'm gonna bite this motherfucker. He'll stop butting me then.
Yeah, man. But just all things aside, though, like, you know,
Yeah.
he lost fair and square. There was no loaded gloves. It wasn't the trainer's fault. It was Deontay Wilder's fault. And you know what's even more insane? You know what's even more insane, though? This is what I say, man. This was an ego thing. Because those guys that he had in his corner did not have his well-being in mind like Mark Breland had. They would have let Deontay Wilder die in the ring that night before they threw the towel in because they didn't want to suffer the same consequences. But bro, after a while, when you outclassed and you outskilled, you live to fight another day. You understand me? And I understand where he was coming from.
Sipping motherfuckers and
shit. What you say?
Like you favoring them bleach sipping motherfuckers.
I'm not favoring them, bro. Like, you know, like I say, man, it took a lot of heart. A lot of motherfuckers wouldn't go through the shit that Deontay Wilder went through. A lot of people wouldn't have kept getting up from some of the shots that he took. I have to give that to him. Like I said, it was a great fight. But at the end of the day, we just simply saw a guy with sheer knockout power that could change a fight at any moment that just was outclassed and outskilled. He fought somebody that know how to stay away from that shit and avoid it to a certain degree and that can take that shit. You understand me? So now, where do we go from here? This is the biggest question with him because we don't want to see him in Fury again. So where do we go from here with that whole situation? Deontay hang him up.
I'll put you like this. After last night, I guarantee you there's no boxer that's going to jump in the ring with Deontay Wilder. That's a fact.
No, unless they technical. You know what? He lightweight got exposed. Got exposed. One trick pony, man.
Listen, there's no boxer that's gonna want to fight him. Just like Luis Ortiz, ain't nobody fight him since Wilder fought him twice. Nobody still won't fight him.
Nah, they don't want them problems.
Still won't fight him. Tyson Fury won't fight Luis Ortiz. He won't fight him.
No, he don't want the problems. I mean,
exactly.
If Fury want Joshua, it's clearly a payday at this point. This present point in time, that's just a payday, huh?
No payday for Joshua.
No, I'm talking about for Fury. That's going to be a big fight overseas, bro. Yeah, that's going to fill up Wembley. That's going to fill up Wembley.
No, it's not. There's no belts.
Yeah, but see. This the thing, you know, Joshua and Usyk is fighting each other, so he's clearly gonna get the winner of that fight. No, they talk about that's happening. No, they talk about that's happening. They was talking about that last night.
No, they can talk about what they.
No, want. They talking about that is happening, right, bro.
Will you Google this then? I'll tell you what you can Google right now.
What is it?
WBC mandated. They have 30 days to sign a unification match. That was discussed 2 days ago. That's mandatory.
They was talking about this.
They said they get the fight together in 30 days. They could put on that fight before the AJ rematch.
Okay, now look.
Now look that up. WBC
I'm looking this up right now. Anthony Joshua opts for rematch against Alexander Usyk. When will fight take place? This was 17 hours ago, bro. Could take place in the Middle East. They're talking about it's going to take place in the Middle East or whatever.
It could, but the WBC mandated.
Bro,
if Tyson Fury, the winner of this, listen, if the winner of this fight can put a contract together in 30 days, they can fight for unification. And AJ, they said he got a broken eye socket. How long that's going to take to heal?
That's going to take about another 6-7 months.
Yeah,
so that's over with. He ready. He ready.
He ready. So we gonna do? Wait for this guy to get repaired or get some money that's off?
I don't know, but we know money supersedes a lot of things, though, bro. When it comes down to that, and we all know that at the end of the day, money supersedes it. All right, if money didn't supersede it, if money didn't supersede things, bro, we would see the fights that we want to see.
Nope.
What do you mean? No, explain.
In boxing, it's about money. Ain't nobody gonna pay nobody.
And that's why I say money supersedes something. If AJ versus Fury can make all of this fucking money, even like you say, belts are not involved with this situation. That's why AJ got to go through Usyk. I think it's gonna be Usyk and Fury, and I don't think Fury. I don't think Fury won't Usyk. I think he know
undisputed. Fury will smother that little cruiserweight.
I don't
He's
know.
a cruiserweight.
Yeah, he is, but I don't know, man, the way that cruiserweight was moving.
it-
And then in that
Tyson
fight
Fury-
case, he came in at 220.
Still a cruiserweight.
The cruiserweight is 205, right? 200.
Cruiserweight is 200. Under
Hey.
200.
Come on, man. He came in at 220. He was at the
I don't
heavy.
give a fuck, still a
He was
cruiserweight.
heavyweight status,
No
bro.
power.
But you,
Cruiserweight with no
so
power.
was Evander Holyfield. No, Evander Holyfield
Holyfield
had
had
power.
power.
He had power, but he
Thank
was a
you.
cruiserweight, and we got to take this in
With
consideration.
power.
Evander
With
Holyfield
power.
was a small cruiserweight.
What power?
He
He
did.
wasn't no small cruiserweight.
He was.
6 feet tall.
Evander Holyfield was a small cruiserweight, bro.
So what's the size of a cruiserweight?
How much was Evander Holyfield weighing when he fought Cruz? I think it was like 190, 195. He wasn't that big, bro.
That's a cruiserweight. Cruiserweight is anywhere from 175
But then
to 199.
he goes up to
That's
220
a
and
lot
start.
of weight.
He goes up to
That's
220
a lot
and
of-
start
no, it
dominating.
doesn't.
He goes up to
No, it
220,
doesn't.
215 and start dominating though.
A
Evander Holyfield.
cruiserweight- He dominated cruiserweight. He was undisputed. What are you talking about?
So is this guy. He hasn't lost.
He's a bum.
We can
Ain't
say
no
that, but he ain't
cruiserweight out there.
lost.
Yeah, what is he? 17-0, 18-0.
We can say that the man ain't lost, and he just went up to heavyweight and knocked
But-
out
but
the-
Deontay was 40,
and knocked out
man.
the recognizably number 3 heavyweight in the world.
Nah, he's
He
number 2
should have
now.
knocked him out. They stopped it a little early. That should have been a knockout.
Hey,
but he stopped
Like
it.
I said, Tyson Fury, this cat undisputed will be bigger. Because for undisputed, AJ doesn't have the capacity to fight.
I
They don't
agree.
know
No,
what
no,
it
case.
takes. So
I
he can
agree with
fight.
you. I
He's
agree with
injured.
you. I agree with you about they should go ahead and unify. Because what does Tyson
If
Fury have?
Money say,
Tyson Fury
I'll
got the
fight
lineal heavyweight championship, right?
He
That's
got
the,
all, yeah. I'm just saying, if you just say, yo, I'll fight him, but we fight in Ukraine, and Tyson Fury be like, all right, no problem with the money.
but
It's on.
in this situation, I wouldn't be surprised if they told Joshua, "Here, take this money, step aside, let these two fight."
Ain't no step aside money for him.
You don't think so? Why not? I mean, he has a rematch
injured.
clause clearly.
But he's injured. Who knows how long it's gonna take him to heal up? So they can be like, all right, you can fight. Somebody else can fight, because no one's gonna sit there and be like, yo, well, you can't honor your agreement because you injured. So I gotta sit here and I can't feed my family because you injured. I'm quite sure there's provisions in the contract saying you fucked up.
But
And some of the money
I'm
wound
curious. I'm curious to see how that play out. But you know what? I'm more excited about the young heavyweights that's coming up. And the one young heavyweight that I see that's coming up that's going to be a problem, Jared Big Baby Anderson, Toledo, Ohio. Pay attention to the brother. When I tell you, he is the total package at heavyweight. I can't
Yeah.
wait to see him. 6'4". What was he? 240 last night? 230.
I think like 240, I believe.
Yeah, 240, but he moving like moving every bit like he 210, 215.
Out there beating on the beast.
Man. Stopped him. But ain't the only time I seen Jared Anderson do that. And you know what? I could believe that he put Tyson Fury on his ass during training camp.
Yeah.
I can definitely believe that. And you know what? It's gonna be a lot of those. Tyson Fury is going. Let's not get it twisted. He gonna walk away. Excuse me.
Damn.
He gonna walk away after he unify those titles. Tyson Fury gonna walk away. He not gonna keep fighting. There ain't gonna be no point to keep fighting after you unify the titles. But after that, those brothers, the Wilders of the world, the Joshua, I don't think he don't want no parts of Jared Anderson. I'll be interested to see Deontay Wilder versus Jared Anderson. That would be a good fight. That's where I think Deontay Wilder should go from there. Get a young brother some shine. What you think?
They won't let it happen.
Why you say that?
Bob Arum is not going to let that happen. I believe he's promoted by Bob Arum.
Who, Jared Anderson or Wilder?
Jared Anderson. Come on, you know Wilder ain't promoted him by no damn Bob Arum. Come on, man.
But Jared Anderson, though, man, like, bro, I want to see Jared Anderson with the belt in the next couple years. He has the potential to unify him. I'm telling you, bro, like, I'm not just japping this brother up. Like, y'all have to go back and watch him. Good puncher, good counter puncher, good defense, good footwork, good boxing IQ. Pay attention to this brother, man. Last night he put on a show against a guy he was supposed to put a show on against. Am I right or wrong?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That fight was made for him to look good, bro.
I like the other fight too. But after that, with Fat Boy, that was a rematch, and all the low blows, baby face.
Yeah, he got disqualified with his bitch ass. He got disqualified.
He wanted to get disqualified because he didn't want to get knocked out. It's different between getting disqualified and getting knocked the fuck out.
Yeah,
he knew he was about to get knocked.
Yeah, he was getting hit all upside his head. All
in that belly and everything.
But once again, we're gonna move on a little bit from this. Once again, big ups to Fury Wilder 3. Great fight. If you missed it, go back, check it out. You will not be disappointed. All you brothers that's upset and angry over Wilder losing, hey man, it happens to the best of us, man. You can't.
I ain't upset and angry. I mean, he went in and did what he said he was gonna do, and he got fucked up. And he had a game plan in the first round and just left it alone.
Yeah, man, it was bad to see the brother go out like that, though. I ain't even going to sit here and hold you, man. To see him go out like that made the brothers look bad. Look bad. It did if you pay attention to the beginning of the fight. Tyson Fury called him a bitch ass. I know you listen. I know you seen that shit.
All kind of bitch ass, you bitch ass, bitch.
He's like bitch ass, bitch. I'm like, this right talking all types of greasy shit.
I like that. Then he came out on that Spartacus. I tell you one thing, he had a bad sister leading the march. I like, yeah, I was back, that's a sister back there. I said, oh, she bad than a motherfucker. Look at her. And he had his Trojan horse outfit on and shit. Like, look at this
motherfucker covered out here.
This motherfucker. Shit.
And you know what's real funny about Tyson
Fury? Let me ask you a
question.
I'm not to cut you off. Who was that nigga trying to rhyme last night?
Man, I don't know that nigga, man. I don't be paying attention to these young niggas, man.
Hey, give that nigga no shot, no intro name, no.
Yeah, I don't be listening to that shit, man.
This is one of his homies or nothing. Hey, I was like, who this country ass nigga over here?
Yeah, I don't pay attention to none of that shit, bro. None of that shit do I pay attention to.
I like the outfit. Outfit was hot. At least he just wore the headpiece.
So yeah, though, I'm very, very interested to see where the heavyweight division goes from here. You understand me? Very, very.
People will still be scared to fight him.
You think so? Who, Deontay? Yeah, I mean, because this, you know what, this is an interesting stat. You brought it up the other day. Every person that Deontay Wilder has faced has hit the ground, has kissed the canvas.
I told you.
Every opponent.
Nigga. Oh, did you see the Edgar Berlanga fight?
Yeah, he got dropped at the end, though. He got dropped at
last
the end.
round. Yeah. Yo, I tell you one thing, that's a tough motherfucker, but it was a learning experience for him. That's the second time he went all 10 rounds.
He another motherfucker that hit hard, man, and think that shit is gonna bail him out. He think that shit gonna bail him out, though. You can't.
No. He can box. He can box. He got a chin too. He just gotta slow down and take his time. He leaves himself open. You know what I'm saying? Because he was boxing. I mean, he was in there with a crafty veteran. I mean, the Argentina kid, no joke. But you see the nigga eye.
Yeah,
that
man.
Nigga had a Mickey Mouse. That nigga had a big Oreo cookie over his eye, yo.
Yeah, man. I think that was one of them fights, man. That was a test fight for him to see.
It was a test fight.
It was a test fight.
And you know what was good about that fight? He finally hit the canvas, so it's out of the way.
Okay, now this is I forget his last name. Who was the Puerto Rican heavyweight that beat the shit out of that African?
Oh, you talking about the Cuban guy?
Yeah, the Cuban. Yes, the Cuban. What's his name? It was something Frank. Frank what?
Frank Sanchez or something like that.
Man, he was getting it in.
Yeah, I seen him. Yeah, he can box.
He's another good heavyweight that could move and box, bro. And that's what I like to say. Like I said, that was a promising night. The heavyweight division looked promising, seeing some of the young up and coming guys. Because a lot of these older guys, they washed, like the Dylan Whites of the world, the Ortiz is being ducked. Andy Ruiz, like some of those names that's out there, you know what I mean? We getting a fresh batch of heavyweights that's coming up.
Heavyweights is going to fight Deontay. If they fight Deontay Wilder, it'll be like 3 years from now, where he ain't gonna be fighting. But his next fight, it'll be no time soon.
I mean, but how soon do you think Deontay is gonna fight after this one? Because I think it's a mental thing with him at this point.
Like I said, if he don't get a fight by at least next summer, ain't nobody gonna fight him.
You said ain't nobody gonna fight him by next summer?
Let's say nobody's gonna fight and get rid of their title. I'm not gonna do that.
I don't know, man. I'm interested to see how this is gonna go because I think Deontay Wilder was just because I think he's gonna have to humble himself because he's not gonna be able to fight with any title for any titles like until Tyson Fury is gone.
Nah, shit.
What you mean?
So
would you
fight that motherfucker again?
So would you pay to see a Wilder Fury 4?
Hell yeah. I ain't pay the first time.
I don't think you want to go. I think I think Tyson Fury mentally got him beat, bro. And it's hard to admit that. I think he mentally got him beat, man. And it just is what it is when it come down to them two, man. But let's move on a little bit from this, man. I want to talk about this Dave Chappelle shit because it's really pissing me off. Did you hear about the LGBTQ community trying to get Dave Chappelle canceled for his new series? I mean, his new show canceled that he got on Netflix, his new special. Have you heard anything about that case?
Yeah, I been hearing the bullshit, but don't they know Dave Chappelle a real nigga? He don't give a fuck about them fucking little tiptoe bandits and shit, and these confused ass motherfuckers. The abomination of our existence, because they don't want us to exist. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to hear how ridiculous this is because, like, you know, I always say, we got to be careful about this whole bullying, this bullying word that people use because not everything is fucking bullying. Somebody saying their opinion. Or just, you know, he's a comedian. He tells jokes for a living. He makes humor out of real life situations. You understand me? And for people to be this sensitive about what this brother said on his special, what do me and you always say? If you don't like what the fuck you hear, you could turn it off. You can move on to the next thing. But instead, people want to, you know what I mean? How can I say they want to over exaggerate situations? And this is my biggest problem with the LGBT community. It's not the fact that you gay or however you identify. It's this shit right here. When somebody makes jokes or when somebody state their true opinion or their beliefs about what everything, if it's not, how can I say, if it doesn't see eye to eye in what you believe in, you have a serious problem with it. Everybody's supposed to cancel them and no one's supposed to fuck with them, but they supposed to fuck with you. They supposed to fuck with you though. Now listen, I want to play this, man. I can't, this is Dave Chappelle. This is actually what he said. I can't show it to y'all because I don't want to get no copyright strikes. Or whatever the case may be. I just want to get to the part.
They gonna do that when they hear the shit. Dave Chappelle. Okay.
Now let's hear it. Let's hear what this all started from. Let's play this. Can you hear that?
All right, now here is one of the jokes that they're upset about, and this has to do with J.K. Rowling, who is the Harry Potter author, who claimed that trans women posed a threat to those who were assigned female at birth. To be specific, she posted, if sex isn't real, there's no same-sex attraction. If sex isn't real, the lived reality of women globally is erased. I know and love trans people, but erasing the concept of sex removes the ability of many to meaningfully discuss their lives. It isn't hate to speak the truth. And that's one of the things that she said that got her canceled.
That sounds more complicated than anything she's ever wrote.
It was very complicated.
And she wrote Harry Potter.
She goes on to
that got her
a lot
canceled.
more to it, and you have to go back and look at all the tweets that she posted that caused the controversy. But here's what Dave Chappelle had to say in the closer.
Canceled J.K. Rowling. And they canceled her because she said in an interview, and this is not exactly what she said, but effectually, she said gender was a fact. And then the trans community got mad as shit. They started calling her a TERF. Stands for Trans Exclusionary Radical Feminists. This is a real thing. This is a group of women that hate transgender. They don't hate transgender women, but they look at trans women the way we blacks might look at blackface. It offends them. Like, ooh, this bitch is doing an impression of me. I'm Team TERF. I agree. Gender is a fact. Every human being on Earth had to pass through the legs of a woman to be on Earth. I am not saying that to say that trans women aren't women. I am just saying that those that they got, I'm not saying it's not but that's like beyond or impossible. You know what I mean?
And then, by the way, this is all heavily edited for time on our show.
Now, listen. I would play the unedited version because I thought that was funny as fuck what he said. But it's actual, this is what we talking about how, you know what I mean? Fuck it. It is this. This is the truth. You motherfuckers hate the truth. Gender is a fact. If you're a man, you're a man. You're a woman, you're a woman. Right or wrong.
Exactly, but
But because this
I
brother,
ain't hear shit.
I didn't
I ain't
hear.
hear shit you play.
You ain't heard nothing that played. Oh yeah,
I
that's
told you I don't hear nothing.
Let me let you. I'm gonna play it one more time, bro. We gonna play this one more time. I want you to listen to this, man. We gonna go to which screen? It was this one right here. I want you to hear the audio, and we gonna go back. Listen to why they canceled the white woman for what she
Is
said.
one of the jokes that they're upset about, and this has to do with J.K. Rowling,
You hear
who is
now?
the Harry Potter author,
Yeah,
who
sure.
claimed that trans women posed a threat to those who were assigned female at birth. To be specific, she posted, "If sex isn't real, there's no same-sex attraction."
You don't hear nothing?
I hear nothing.
Oh my god, I don't understand why you don't hear, bro.
Whatever you got in the Matrix, I hear nothing.
Okay, this is what we gonna do.
Don't worry about it. Hit another time.
No, here
Proceed
we go.
on.
Here we go. Now you should be able to hear, bro. Now I want you to hear this.
Hear nothing.
I ain't started it yet, bro.
Okay. Tell me when you
Alright.
started.
To
Can you
those
hear
who were
this?
assigned female at birth. To be
I hear
specific,
nothing.
she posted,
Let
"If
me
sex
hear you,
isn't real,
shit.
there's no same-sex attraction. If sex
What about
isn't
now?
real, the lived
I hear
reality of
you.
women globally is
I hear
erased.
nothing else.
I
You
know
still
and love
hear
trans
nothing
people,
else.
but
That's
erasing
wild,
the concept
bro.
of sex
I
removes
don't
the
know.
ability of many to
is what
meaningfully
it is.
discuss it.
Okay, so pretty much, you know what I mean? Dave Chappelle made a joke about why they canceled this woman. Everybody that was listening, they heard exactly what the woman had said, where she had pretty much said in the interview that gender is a fact. It is. Either a man or you a woman. That is a fact. And then a lot of people, that is like a whole community of motherfuckers that was like upset with her, and they actually canceled this woman. Dave Chappelle talked about it and made a joke out of it. He was like, I have to agree with her. Gender is a fact. He was like, everybody was brought into the world through a woman's vagina. That vagina that you motherfuckers have, it ain't happening like that.
Or she had a cesarean section when she was cut open. Either or. Or and in the 80s, a few of you motherfuckers was made in a test tube. That's a fact.
But that's my whole thing. Like, that's why I say we have to be careful with this bullying shit, because that's not bullying. That's just a comedian making humor out of a real life situation to make people laugh. Like, you don't have to agree with it. But my whole thing is, why do we have to get political when people state their opinions, or when people get to bring in facts to other people, or a segment of people, and then you got a whole bunch of other motherfuckers that want to come along and cancel these people? It's like, we must remain silent. We must not let people know the truth. We must not let these babies know the truth. Like, no, this is what you are. There is no identifying as anything else. If you either were born this way or you wasn't born this way. And that is a fact, my friend. It don't matter what you do surgically to change yourself. You were born that way. That's natural. It is what it is. You can't make me sit here and say, I knew you was born John, but now you want me to call you Johnita or some crazy shit. Like, no, John, I know that you're John. So, you know what I mean? I don't look at you as a female. I look at females as being attractive. I know a guy that turned into a woman, and like, I'm supposed to recognize him as a woman. Like, that's not right. It's not right. And for y'all to feel like y'all need to cancel Dave Chappelle's special because he simply made a joke, like, it's going too far. We done already had the baby. They took down Boosie's shit because he spoke up on that shit. And then they want to cancel these people. In other words, they want to take money out their pocket.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead, bro.
Could y'all please cancel me? Because I don't want y'all fucking with me. I don't fuck with y'all. So just cancel me now.
But I mean, no, but like, bro, it's getting to the point to where they affecting people's pockets. Just how would you?
Don't affect my pockets.
I'm talking about how would you feel if they did, though? Because you just simply said your opinion.
B, let me tell you something, B. From where we came from, we knew one thing: get up, and get it yourself.
Yeah.
Period.
Point exactly.
Period.
But I'm talking about, what if you do? Let me
saying?
ask you this question: what if you do things and you go out and establish things yourself, relationships, business relationships with people, and you start getting this money flowing in? You know what I mean? And a motherfucker don't agree with something that you say, they make an outroar about it, and people get behind them. And now these people that you built relationships with, they have to sever ties with you because of the truth that you spoke. And now your money's affected.
You said truth?
Yes.
God bless him, motherfucker. My money will never be affected.
I'm just saying if you was in that situation. I'm talking about if you was in that situation, because you can't say that it's a lot of people out here that have established themselves, bro.
Let
Go
me tell
ahead.
you the first thing about business, man. You make sure you got a year's worth of fucking business money up front before you open up the gates.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree.
When you come into that bullshit, you already got a stockpile. Like, oh, word, y'all like that? And fuck all of y'all. Shut shit down. We establish something else. Fuck them. Listen, for the motherfuckers you cancel, there's a whole group of motherfuckers that don't fuck with you now, and they'll deserve my service. Guess what? I'll be more than glad to give it to them. So fuck y'all. I don't need y'all. Because the same motherfuckers you said no to, gonna say yes to me. Because they be like, oh, them little Pokemon motherfuckers, they fuck you, man. Fuck them little tiptoe bands. Yo, we got plenty of money over here. Oh, let's do it.
But
that's it.
I just want to say this. I just want to say this.
It's a yin to a yang.
I just want to say, no, wait. I just want to say this. Over here on Grownmanishh, bro, we support Dave Chappelle. I support Boosie Badass.
We support
I support
niggas.
the baby.
We support the black agenda.
Yes.
The baby, get your act together, nigga. Get back on your square. Don't be sitting there apologizing for some shit you stand on. Fuck that.
Exactly.
Apologize for fuck come out my mouth.
Because if you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for any motherfucking thing.
For any motherfucking thing. I stand on my square.
And that's my main thing about this. And we know Dave Chappelle. He has been a stand-up brother. Dave Chappelle done told them to take $60 million. I don't want this shit. Fuck y'all.
Dave,
huh?
See, well, motherfucker, let me break it down to y'all. See,
Go ahead.
niggas look at niggas' pockets. Niggas don't look at the oppressor's pockets. Just with Kyrie Irving. The only thing they keep saying is, not to get on subject with Dave Chappelle, with Kyrie Irving, oh, he stands to lose $400,000 a night. No, motherfucker. If you could pay that motherfucker $400,000 a night, you're making $4 million a night. Let's talk about what you're losing.
Mm-hmm.
How much are you losing? Well, excuse me. No, ain't no excuse, motherfucker. What are you losing? Pay that nigga that type of money. What are you losing?
Because people come in here to see me, not you. They come to see me, not
bro,
you.
Not your funky ass shit with the oh yeah, I own the team.
Oh, and this is the thing. This is the thing. This is the thing with the NBA players need to start realizing how much power they got. They pay y'all for y'all services. If it wasn't for y'all services, they wouldn't get the revenue that they got, bro.
Now going back to the Chappelle brother. Oh, it's Dave, wear the dress. I ain't wearing the dress. Oh, we get $50 million. I ain't wearing the dress. Well, Dave, we'll take you off the show. I ain't wearing the dress. Well, Dave, wait a minute. Fuck y'all. Here your money back. Dave, wait a minute. Why you gotta act like that? Fuck you and fuck your money. But Dave, we ain't gonna let you tell a joke about it. Like, joke on this. Kiss my black ass. Laugh at that.
And the brother literally took
Dave
like
Chappelle,
he took like
that's why.
Go ahead.
Listen, the reason why they say Dave Chappelle lost his mind, because that nigga told them crackers to kiss his black ass. Mm-hmm. Keep your shit, keep your show, keep your shit. Guess what? Because I tell them motherfucking jokes. You ain't funny. You stupid. You laughing funny shit. Stupid
and
motherfucker.
Guess what? 5 to 6 years later, Dave Chappelle come back, and there was a thing called Netflix that was invented. He went to
they
Netflix.
Gonna give me some change.
Yes. I don't need Comedy Central Network. I don't need
you motherfuckers laugh at that. Y'all Comedy Central machine. Motherfuckers gotta watch commercials, all this shit, and gonna fuck with my art because of FCC rulings. You're gonna fuck with my art that I present to the world and try to censor my art. Nah, fuck you.
It wasn't even just the censoring part. It was the how can I say it? It was
no, it is censoring.
It was the demasculating of him, bro. Where they try to put him in dresses and shit. He said, "No, I'm not going to put this certain imagery out here to my people. That's not what I do." And they was like, and you know what they always try to do to justify? Well, all the greats put on the dresses. Martin Lawrence and all of these other people.
Great. Ain't none of motherfuckers great. You put on the dress, you ain't great. You against the black agenda, you are not great. Period. Anything they ain't speaking black agenda, black pride, you ain't great.
And people could say that I'm tripping on this, bro, and I really don't give a fuck. I've never found no humor in a black man wearing a dress playing no role. Period. Never found no humor in that shit.
Not at all.
Like, come on, bro.
All bullshit. Fuck out of here. That's the fuck we're on now, because they put that RuPaul nigga front and center, and all these other little fairy motherfuckers fall in line with that shit. Think that shit cute. Like this little blank X motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
You know that motherfucker came out and said he's not gay now? He was just trolling the whole time. But like, bro. Yeah, okay. That's hard for me not to believe, bro. I don't care what you say. It's just like it was interesting. Because Vlad just had this conversation with TK Kirkland. He's a comedian. I don't know if you ever heard of TK Kirkland, but they was talking about how Turk said on Vlad TV that all guys play gay games, and TK Kirkland was like, shit, me and my niggas ain't never played no gay games. I ain't never played no gay games. Niggas ain't with that shit, man, bro. Like, come on, man, y'all niggas kissing and playing with each other and shit like that. That type of shit right there, bro. Like that's suspect shit, bro. That's suspect shit, bro. I don't care what nobody say.
Charged guilty. Ain't suspect about it. That's guilty as charged. Fuck out of here.
Right, niggas don't play that shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, I used to play football and shit. Motherfuckers, they hitting motherfuckers on the ass. I didn't like that shit. Like, bro, don't do that shit.
Yeah,
bro.
I ain't never understand that shit in sports, man. Motherfuckers slap you on the ass. I said, I used to run tries. I wish one of you motherfuckers slap shove me on the ass. Keep fighting on this thing.
I had to tell
this good gesture. I said, yo, ain't no man touching my ass any kind of gesture. As I see the way you do the rest of these motherfuckers, one of you motherfuckers ever think about doing that shit, we fighting on spot. Right there. I don't give a fuck. We win or lose it. We gonna be fighting right then and there.
Exactly. Respect me, bro, as a man. Like, I don't play that shit, bro. Like, yeah, come on, man. Like, I'm some type of bitch. Like, I'm a bitch.
I see that shit in baseball. Come out third base and he back up on the ass. Like, what the fuck? I picked up that bat, got the win his ass out. What the fuck you doing smacking me on my ass? Oh, it was a good run. You don't be smacking me on my ass. I could have tripped ball, and you fuck you doing touching my ass in the first place, you fucking pedophile, horny ass motherfucker.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, G. All that shit is pedophilia.
And then you got people, and then you got people like the Young Turks who want to put titles out here like this, like Dave Chappelle jokes about trans people. So
what? So what?
So what? It's no different. Listen, go ahead.
Let me tell you a joke. When them politicians get in front of the world, start talking about what they gonna do for black people, that's a joke. Fuck out of here. Let's start the real joke. They on Sunday morning joking on us niggas all the time. Oh, we about to bring in these refugees from Afghanistan and give them all these money. Where's our damn checks? Where's our reparations? Fuck the motherfuckers from overseas. Oh, they run away from war. We got a war right here going on. Where our checks at? Fuck that. Fuck that.
Right,
you ain't
bro.
talking black. You ain't talking to me. I don't hear that shit.
Yeah, bro. And I'm just I looked at the outrage. I watched the special. It was a damn good special. But I just looked at all the outrage and shit of, you know what I mean?
Here goes some outrage, man. Here goes some real outrage.
Off a simple joke. Go ahead.
All these motherfucking Klansmen officers out here still murdering our peoples. You know what I'm saying? Y'all on the border, and our peoples are coming across the border, and y'all instantly beating them on horseback and putting them on planes and sending them back home the same fucking day. Let's talk about that.
Roping them like they're cattle too, bro.
Yeah,
I seen the videos of that shit, bro.
Yeah.
But see, you know what?
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that joke.
No, listen.
You know
Did you hear
what?
Did you hear what Saigon said on Vlad TV? He said we live in a coward culture. He said you see these guys, the Puff Daddies of the world, the Jay-Z's of the world, and all these other big figures that you guys see that have all of this fucking money. Listen,
let me tell you something.
Listen.
Go ahead.
Listen to what the brother said. Let me make the point. He was saying how, you know, these guys, they not gonna say certain things because they don't want to fuck with their bottom line. And he like, to me, that's coward shit. He said we live in a coward culture, and he was absolutely correct when he said that.
Listen, G, let me tell you where it all starts. When niggas talk shit, pause. Oh, that shit sound like this.
You saw Paul Peg.
Like,
wait. Let's
just when some niggas say it sound like, that sound like a gay talk. When you say some shit and niggas last, they say, pause. I'm like, what do you mean pause? Nigga, talk your mouth. You
Paul Pagan. Hey, wait, I ain't cutting you off, but I just wanted to answer Paul Pagan. I looked over at the chat. My bad, Kaz. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. Hold that thought for a second. He said, question, why did Wilder refuse to give credit or shake the hand of Fury after the fight? Bruh's pride. Ego. That's the reason why he fired his trainer and did all of that other goofy shit that he did, bro. That's poor sportsmanship. I'm just going to say it like that. It's poor sportsmanship, man. He should have... He should have shook his hand and said, good fight, bro. Appreciate it. Whatever it is, even regardless if you liked him or not. So, like I said, he was a sore loser in that moment.
So what?
Go ahead.
So what?
He was a sore loser in that moment. That was a LeBron moment when he walked off the court and he didn't shake the Boston Celtics hands,
nigga, you
bro.
a sore loser, sore am I want to hear that shit.
Who, me? I hate to lose.
Nigga.
I hate to lose, but I give credit where it's due. I give credit where it's due. If I'm outclassed, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. And you got to understand something, Case. I done boxed before. You have to understand something. In boxing, bro, it's a respect level, bro. You share something in the ring with a brother when you go in the ring with him. You leave something in the ring. Y'all leave something there, bro. I'm talking about you lose, you
But
lose.
guess what? That nigga ain't leave shit there. That nigga still mad. I ain't mad at him. Fuck it. Fuck that. Shit.
But
Hell yeah. Fuck
let's
that.
get back to what we was talking about. That's the answer to your question, Paul Pagan.
Nah, but with the like niggas now, when they say some shit, they'll say something, they pause. Fuck you mean pause? Oh, well, you know, so fuck them on switch toe motherfuckers. You know your shit hanging the bitch mouth when you want to, right? Yeah. But that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I ain't excuse. Yo, listen. Oh, with that sound. Yo, listen. That's because that's what's on your mind, nigga.
Appreciate
Fuck
you,
outta
Paul
here.
Pagan.
If something sound crazy to you, because that's the thought that's in your mind. That ain't on my mind. I'm trying to get a point across. If you over, oh, pause. Oh, whoa, what, nigga? Whoa, man, listen. If that's stuck in your mind, then that's what's on your mind. All that fairyland shit. I'm a real nigga. I'm talking real nigga shit. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm saying?
this
If
whole
a nigga don't pay, I'm gonna tell you a real thing. If a nigga don't pay your bills, fuck his opinion.
I absolutely agree with that. 100%. 100% I agree with that. I agree with not listening to the opinion of broke motherfuckers, period. if you want to be honest. And like people be like, why, man? Because maybe they have something. I'm like, yeah, everybody has something that you can learn from them. But at the end of the day, why am I going to listen to a person that doesn't have anything telling me how to acquire something? Especially when it comes to money. And they can't do it they damn self. So like, nah, like I don't listen to that shit.
It's like, why would I invest in something that you not invested in, but you gonna tell me all about it?
Right,
Oh,
right.
Well, all right. Well, where your receipts? Well, you know, I'm
right.
Hey,
you know, it'd be crazy when I talk to people about cryptocurrency and shit. You know what I mean? I actually show them that I invest into cryptocurrency. I'll just be telling them, like, oh, well, man, I'm doing this. So you know how you would get some motherfuckers that'd be talking about some shit, and you would automatically, if you know what the fuck is going on, you would know he don't know what the fuck he talking about.
I even all the time. I even
He's
tell
like,
niggas, say, yo, listen, I can tell you what to get, and I say you can get this. This is aggressive. This is slow growth. This is a dice roll. I'll let you know how I feel and what's the position on the things, and I even tell you. Some of that bullshit a few weeks ago, I threw a few dollars on, and that shit tripled up. I was like, damn. I was like, how long is
Shiba in you, right?
No.
Shiba in you.
Yeah, but I was like, before it hit Coinbase, I grabbed some. So I was like, fuck it. I seen the news feed that was Coinbase was going to list it. So me knowing how the game go, I said, as soon as they go to Coinbase, all the deaf, dumb, and blind going to buy that shit instantly. And that's exactly what happened. I profit off. So people with no knowledge of crypto, that's gonna buy that shit because they're programming lore to that, because instead of them getting the information, doing the study, and doing the knowledge they self, and understanding what they're about to get into, and understand what's a suspect coin, what's high risk, what's low risk, what is a utility, what has potential, what's this or that. Without that basic knowledge, somebody say, "Oh, buy Dogecoin," they'll buy it. Oh man, it's I lost money. Well, yeah. One thing, you buying something that the next man is trying to see who's going to pay more for it. Right. You're not buying some utility, something that works, something that has a purpose. You're just buying something, like I said, that the next man is hoping that you will pay more for it so he can sell it to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. It serves no other purpose than that. But without proper education, you wouldn't know that. Even this other coin, then I can't even pronounce this shit. The shit coin, the new shit coin, Shibibu, whatever the fuck you call it.
Shiba
anyway,
Shiba in you.
Yeah, everybody's like, oh, they're gonna burn off so many. I'm like, all right, do the knowledge. You got $1 million.
That's just like the safe. That's safe moon shit, bro.
Yes. But do the knowledge. You have $1 million. Let me give you a simple number. You have $1 million. They burn off $1 trillion. You think you're gonna still have your $1 million? No. Whatever the percentage of that trillion they burned off, it's the same percentage of that $1 million they're gonna burn out to even out the money that's in the pot. The pot of money is the pot of money. Just because you burnt off the supply and the price went up, well, yeah, for that price to go up, they gotta burn off the supply, which means your shit included. So your $1 million, I got caught up in one of those. I bought 100,000 a hydro. They was like, we doing a burn. They did a burn. I turned my 100,000 to 100.
Right.
It was the same price. It was still worth the same, but unless you even know basic mathematics, you will understand that. But a lot of people, they're going to burn it off. Asshole. They're going to burn off what you got also. Do the knowledge, because no money is disappearing when they burn it off. It's the same. That same, say if you had
But
$100.
usually when they have all of those fucking burn offs, ain't that's because like it's like a couple wallets that hold the majority of the shit when they have to do those burn offs?
It can be for any kind of reason. What I'm trying to say is if you have $100, if you would split it between 10 people, split to 100 people, split to 1,000 people, it's still $100.
Yeah.
You can start burning off how many
It's
people
agreeable.
getting it. It's still gonna be $100. So no matter what you do with the numbers outside that $100, whatever your percentage of that $100 is, if you own 5% of that $100, no matter what the fuck they burn off, end of the day you still own 5% of that $100. I don't give a fuck how your wallet look is configured or what the amount that you own. At the end of the day, you gonna still own 5% of that $100. At the end of the fucking day, no matter what they burn off and what, because no new money has came on top of that $100 during the Matrix. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the simple mathematics about. So when people hear, oh, they're gonna burn off this and that, yeah, the price go up. Of course it does, but the same, just like with Strong, when they cut the rewards, yeah, the price. When they do the halving, just like they did with Bitcoin, it used to be 12 on the block, now it's 6 on the block since they did the halving. The rewards cut down, but the price did go up. People didn't, on that part, they was building blocks, not cutting blocks. So with a halving, instead of, when they create the block, they're supposed to make 12, where they add on, is only 6 because of the halving, because they cut the rewards down. Where when they do a burn, is no new money being added on.
Right.
So they have to cut your supply at the same time to equal out to what your 5 cents will be worth when they cut the total supply down. When we cut the total supply down, then we can see how much you need to have in your wallet to equal up to the 5% of that $100 sitting in the kitty. You know what I'm saying? Because no new funds have been added to the kitty, where with Bitcoin halvings, you already have your thing. They're adding to the supply, but the supplier is giving you less than what he used to give you. And that's when them niggas, like, they're not making as much money, even though the price is going up, but they're adding to the supply and money is coming into the supply. It's just a slower pace of how they add to it's just like gas prices. When there's a lot of gasoline being added to the supply, the price goes down. When there's a shortage of gasoline because whatever bullshit, motherfuckers cutting down pipelines, relationships, and cutting down the production, then the price goes up. That's all it is. Same thing. It's economics. It's the same math principle. Everybody, oh, this or that. Shut the fuck up. It's basic. Like I said, $100 there. You know you don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, how many shares you own of that company? You know that you got 5% of that damn $100. Right or wrong. They can say you can have 100 shares of that company.
Hey.
You be like, I own, 5% of that 100. But they said we cutting the supply down. They said you only own 1 share now. You be like, is it worth that 5%? Yeah. All right, that's all you satisfied with.
Nah.
Mathematics, B.
Nah, listen, we about to talk about this before we go into break real quick, because I always have to put a spotlight on this fat goofball greasy motherfucker who always doing his best to tear down people, if you understand what I mean, and you already know who I'm talking about. He tear down people who look like us. In this certain instance, he's tearing down a brother who had a black owned media company. And I want you to listen to this, but first I'm going, like I say, I don't
But I don't hear what you be playing, so I ain't gonna be able to hear it.
maybe you should go watch it live, nigga.
But then I'll still be hearing it on a delay.
But yeah, bro, this is crazy though, the way Roland Martin, he talks about people. Let me see if I can go to the intermission screen and you would hear it. But fuck, I don't want to play. This is what I do.
Don't worry about it. Just give me the play-by-play when you're done, man. I don't want to disturb the peaks.
Man, because it's weird though. No, for real. Go like the YouTube or something, or go to Facebook or something real quick if you got a phone or something nearby you, And check this out, bro.
It's just gonna be a delay.
It's a little bit of delay. It's a little bit of delay, but it'll be fine. We'll do it though, because I want you to really like listen to this shit, because like you'll react a little bit better once you hear it. So let's get into this real quick. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a second to go to it real quick.
I'm already on it.
Okay, so let me go ahead and play it then. Let me skip these fucking ads. Okay, now listen to this shit.
On media. Yesterday on the Today Show, Carlos Watson, who is the founder of Ozzy Media, announced that despite what they announced on Friday, they're not going to be shutting the media company down. He sat down with Craig Melvin on Today's Show and talked about what took place last week with the company, said that he should have done more media interviews and did not like what was being reported about the company, and that he said that they're going to be like Lazarus and come back from the dead. Well, yesterday he taped an interview with the Breakfast Club, which aired today. And in that particular interview, 15-minute interview, he talked about a variety of things, answered their questions.
See, this is my thing, man, because this dude want to be so relevant so bad.
In Ozzy as well, apparently invested about $10,000.
Listen to him.
During the interview, Carlos a couple of times called out me and Soledad O'Brien because we were critical of Ozzy and posts we made. But then at the end of the interview, he brought me up again. Listen to this.
Like, look through it. I'd be happy for people to do it. And I'd be happy for people to compare it apples to apples.
Are you going to talk to some of these people that's really criticizing you, like the Rolling Martins? Would you sit down with Rolling?
Would love to.
Okay.
Love to.
Rolling, we're going to make that happen.
And, you know, I was disappointed in Roland, if I'm honest.
Okay.
I was disappointed in him, but you know what? Maybe I was wrong, and so I'm happy to learn and grow.
What disappointed you the most?
I thought that I thought it was a little bit of a crabs in the bucket sort of thing. I thought that immediately he saw us in trouble, and he just, more than anyone, he was the one retweeting and posting, and it was almost assassination-like. And given his experience at CNN and what happened to him, I thought he'd be the last person being involved in that kind of thing. And so, you know, it is what it is, and I've got to learn from that, and I've got to get better. But if you ever see me doing that,
let me pause it real quick. Let me tell you something, man. We gonna take something that they routinely say on their show, and we gonna say it right here. All skin for all people who look like you ain't for you, my brother. Let's be honest. Roland Martin ain't for the common black man out here trying to make something happen in the world. You know what I mean? Without going through these white folks. Let's be honest about that. You feel what I'm saying? So at every turn, he's doing what he can to turn down the competition. You have to understand this, man. He is competing in what do they call themselves? The Boule K's?
Yeah, but what the fuck these niggas talking about? Go ahead, man. I mean, this shit sound like beats.
Well, pretty much this
man.
Carlos Watson guy, he owns a black media company. I don't know who the fuck he is.
Carlos Watson.
I don't know who he is. We could Google him real quick. We could Google him real quick.
Google motherfucker. Okay, so he on the spot. All right, he on this company.
Nah, but he's a brother. He's a brother. He's a brother.
Okay.
I ain't get to what. I ain't get to what.
Media company.
I didn't get to.
I mean, you own your own media company. I own a media company. Well, okay.
I'm just saying though. Let's see. Carlos Watson. Oh wait. Google Carlos Watson. Carlos Watson. Oh shit! This is Lowe's Watson. Carlos Watson.
Just put a nigga on the big screen behind you, nigga, so everybody can see the motherfucker.
I'll go over to the internet screen. I was actually on the computer, so I was on the phone right there, and I was just gonna read it out. But we'll find out. Let's find out who Carlos Watson
I like
is.
I like the new stuff in the background.
Oh, you say you like the new stuff in the background? You
Yeah,
like this
yeah.
stuff? That's what's up. That's what's up. Shit. My nigga. I appreciate it. Carlos Watson is an American entrepreneur, journalist, and television host. A former contributor on MSNBC and anchor on CNN. He co-hosted, founded media company Ozzy in 2013 and hosted several shows produced by the company. Let's see what's going on right here. This was 2 days ago. How Ozzy Media, a startup with 70 million in funding and star-studded list of investors collapsed in 6 days. Yeah, I'm gonna go over to the intermission screen. We'll play this real quick. Let's look at this. Minutes after CEO Carlos Watson told Ozzy Media staffers that the board was shutting down the company on October 1st, all of its internal channels went dark. Reporters, interview notes, and Google drives disappeared. Producers' work was no longer accessible. The emails, notes, Slack messages, and documents from the upstart media company 8-year run were suddenly and instantly gone. So it came to a shock when 3 days later, an upbeat Watson emerged on the Today Show with an announcement. He was relaunching Ozzy with his one remaining board member, Michael Moe of GSV Asset Management. Later that day, Watson sent the email to Ozzy, now jobless employees' personal inboxes with a weird apology and 5-part plan of action. At the moment, Ozzy was facing a litany of issues, including a possible investigation from the FBI, a lawsuit alleging fraudulent, deceptive, and illegal conduct in admission that one of his executives, Samir Rao, had impersonated a YouTube executive on a call with Goldman Sachs. The entire board, save one member, had quit. And the company was also facing allegations that data describing the subscription, events, and audience had been exaggerated. So, pretty much, Roland Martin made it a point to talk shit about this brother when everybody else was talking shit about this brother. You feel what I'm saying? He had a startup with $70 million. Obviously, it was a lot of investors that was involved in this whole situation. What do you think about that case?
That's fucked up how this fat motherfucker looking at this nigga pockets, man. This nigga's able to hustle somebody
But
out of
I ain't even let you hear what he said though. I didn't even let you hear what he said though. That's what was so crazy though. Let's listen to what Fatback had to say. Of course, I got to go back over to the live screen because I don't want to, you know what I mean, get a strike for this. But listen to what Fatback had to say.
If you see me doing that, I hope you will never see me doing that.
Let's
I hope
listen to him.
if we have differences, you and I will have the conversation. I won't be out there trying to assassinate people in public along with the mob.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
All right. Yeah. Well, it's Carlos Watson. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
All right. So let me speak to that. Carlos, it's very clear that you don't follow me. It's abundantly clear that you don't follow me on social media. Because if you did, you would realize that I often talk about media stories. I've been in media since I was 14 years old. This was not something that I fell into. I didn't go to school majoring in something else and then fell into media later like you did. I chose this when I was 14 years old. I'll be 53 years old on November 14th. So this has been my life for 39 years. And if anybody who follows me, they know I often post stories, retweet stories, comment on stories that deal with the media. When Joe Concha, who is a media and political columnist for The Hill, who's also with Fox News. Oh, check the timeline. You'll see the comments that I've made directly to him. The other thing is this here, Carlos. You saw what I had to say because I tagged you. See, I ain't no punk. I'm not going to comment about Ozzy.
You're a fucking coward.
And comment about you and not tag you. Uncle Roro don't subtweet. I'm real clear about being open and honest. Folks criticized me when I cracked on Sha'Carri Richardson for coming in ninth. Why'd you have to tag her? Because that's what I do. I don't subtweet. So anybody who follows me knows I'm often talking about media, talking about advertising, talking about all of those different things, because this is what I do. This is what I talk about. And I've discussed other media companies owned by black people. So this whole idea that somehow, oh, it's crabs in a bucket. First of all, it's called crabs in a barrel. It's not crabs in a barrel. And then to say, well, I saw an opportunity. I didn't see an opportunity. The fact of the matter is, I am a black-owned media company that's serving black people, that's targeting African Americans. There are others who watch my show who are not black, who do appreciate the show, and I've gotten emails from them,
people,
contributions from them.
Yeah,
the reality,
exactly.
Carlos, I don't think I've ever heard you say you're a black-owned company. You probably have positioned yourself as saying, I'm a media company owned by somebody who's African American.
Nah. Okay, I'm pretty sure, did you hear all of that? You hear some of that? Killer. I don't know if I lost Killer Cats.
No, he ain't losing. I was listening to his bullshit.
Listen,
so
he ain't
you
done.
like the fact that
I'm done
I've
listening to
retweeted others who have had negative.
No,
You know what I'm saying? I tell you, I wrote his ass off soon. He just young brother King Randall. That's when I was like, man, fuck this old.
Yeah, that's when I wrote him off too, because I'm just like, okay, bro. And you know another reason why I wrote him off too, because of this whole vaccination situation and what he does and what he reports on and how he talks down to people that make certain decisions. So, like, yeah, I have a serious problem with this brother because at this point, in my eyes, it's like, you know, like, or who do you...
You know what I'll tell that fat, orange head, carpet head looking motherfucker? Straight it down, I'll be like, yo, G, I do something you don't do. I get money without kissing white people's ass.
Right.
Can you do that? Can you do that? Huh? What do you mean? I say, I don't know none of them motherfucking high-level motherfucking assholes you talking about shit, but can you do what I do? I make money without fucking with them people. Can you do that? Can you make money without begging people on the internet for doing it? Can you do that? I ain't think so. That's what I do.
Right. That's why he tore down the young brother King Randall.
Yeah,
because he like, go
tear me down. But I bet you people more be interested in how the fuck do I do it than you not tell them how to get it.
Yup, and you won't hear talking this shit because like my whole thing is like, bro, is at this point with me, like who pays you, bro? Who really giving you money? Who do you work for? You can say you black owned media all day long, but bro, you don't represent black people at this point. Go ahead.
Yo, look, you want to hear some funny shit? I had some young ladies at this little get together one night. Was like, yo, why you don't do a fans only page? I like, man, I'm trying to make my own internet. You don't even understand what the shit that's going on back of my head, yo. Fuck giving any of these other companies any kind of content. And then they're going to exclude us and our agenda and silence us and our agenda. We need to get our own shit. Fuck Facebook, fuck Instascam, fuck all that shit. We need to get our own shit and direct all the traffic to our shit. Then they'll respect us. You know why? Here they come. And I'm going to tell you, I'm a real businessman.
I know, you know they go come. You know they go come trying to buy it, especially when they get to a certain height. I already know what time it is.
Everything is for sale, but you know me, can you afford it?
But see, and that's the good thing about it, bro. When you got brothers that know they worth, you know what I mean. It ain't nothing in this world that they can. You feel me?
Afford it? I'm worth billions. Okay, but can you afford it? Huh? Yeah.
It's crazy shit, man.
Billionaire coming to me looking for something. Oh, okay. Shit, man, that's when you get the red carpet treatment. You know that red carpet costs a lot to clean. The rug doctor expensive than a motherfucker. So I'm gonna tack that onto the bill.
Right. So
according to us, with everything else going on in this fucking, come on, you got to give up at least 51% of your net worth to buy me out. 51%. I need the control for you to buy me out. Now, are you really buying me out? Think about it.
Nah, man.
Think about it. Like I said, math is easy.
They ain't got enough money. They ain't got enough money to it. That's what I say about brothers that know they fucking
worth. They ain't
got
enough money. They not gonna give me enough. They ain't gonna give me that type of power. You always want that 1% over. Always want that control.
And this is the thing. And this is the thing. And this plays like a major part in everything that we're talking about right now at this moment.
Chess, not checkers.
For these young brothers out here that's doing business, man, listen to what the brother just said, man. Know your fucking worth. Because nowadays, these companies, They sit back, they watch you build your company. They watch you build your audience. They watch you do this. They watch you put in all the fucking work. And then they come like, hey, you know, let me help you a little bit. Let me give you this. Or they'd be like, you know what? I see what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. I see interest in this. I want to buy this. At that particular moment in time, know your motherfucking worth. You remember what you told the one brother the one time when you said, listen, ain't no way I go sit in jail for 9 years. What was it, 9 years, $30 million. For $30 million, you like, I need everything.
Everything.
I need every fucking thing. And you brothers need to start realizing this is where we fucked up at the music game in the beginning, period. It's because we didn't recognize our worth. Period. We didn't know nothing about our worth. We didn't know nothing about how we was innovative when it came down to music, period. But go ahead.
Let me tell you some ill shit. And this happened not too long ago. You know, these realtors be calling this shit trying to, you know, get a scam and a plan together, especially they call it and talk crazy. So after I had to, you know, diss and correct the woman, even the way she came to me on the phone, she was like, okay, we come do estimate. I'm like, no, we sit down, you get a price, we're going to agree on that. Then you come with your peoples, because then I'm going to see if you're going to spend money. Huh? Like, nah, yeah, we're going to have a price right now. And then when we sit, then you come with, because if you can't give me a price, why I'm letting you on my property expecting any motherfucking thing? You got to understand something. When people come to your gates, they pay your price. It
Yes,
ain't
sir.
no.
I agree.
It ain't no. They come. Oh, it's worth this, and I don't give a fuck what you say it's worth. This is what it's worth to me. Now, if it's not worth that to you, then it's not worth us speaking anything else about it. Now,
Exactly.
you come to that agreement, then you can send your people over here to inspect, because now there's a deposit laid on the table. At the agreement, there's a deposit. Now you come through with your people and you look at this, look at that. Oh, now you come with the Bible. Where's this problem, that problem? Okay. And 9 times out of 10, just like selling used car, you know what the fuck wrong with that damn car before you sell to somebody. You throw a price out there. Motherfucker come through. Either he bite the price or he gonna tell you what's wrong with the car, and you be like, damn, this motherfucker right. I can't even fuck with him, but I want to get rid of it. You already know your bottom number. And he in your bottom number area. You're not gonna be stupid and say no. You're gonna take that break and get rid of this shit. You know what I mean? That's his business. Niggas, do not let something that you got, next motherfucker, control how much you gonna sell your shit for. It's your shit. Oh, well, you know, this and that, this and that. Motherfucker told me, I had one motherfucker told me, well, you know, your zip code, the bank is not gonna secure a loan like that. I said, motherfucker, that ain't my problem. You try to buy some shit for me. You can't afford it. Keep it moving. He was like, well, come on, every fucking excuse like I gave a fuck. Nigga, you trying to buy something for me. If a bank ain't gonna loan you the money, that's not my problem. That's your problem. That means you can't afford it, nigga. That's what he's telling me. Oh, you can't afford this. Oh, you want to come down your price? No, I'll come up on it though.
Right, man. But see,
listen, man, don't let these motherfucking chiselers that beast motherfuckers chisel out your shit. You got something, yo. You know what it's worth? You put the pressure on them motherfuckers for your paper. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, you have a used car. You know the brakes are bad. You know it need new tires. You know that the alternator may be shot. You know all this little thing. And like I said, anybody else come through and hit you and be like, I don't know, let me bring my mechanic. And that one motherfucker comes say, yo, this and that, come on this voltmeter and shit. You be like, oh shit. You already know he gonna say, listen, that's what I'm gonna give you, because I already know I need this, X, Y, and Z. Now either this or you can keep it. You be like, yo, you know what? Give me that bread. You got it right now, cash? All right, let's go. Because you don't want to do X, Y, and Z. That's why you get rid of the motherfucker.
Hey. Let's finish this discussion. You know we got to get off into the smoke break, but before we get into the smoke break, bro, you got to let everybody know what the hell you smoking on over there today.
Yo, I don't know what this crazy shit is. This nigga is selling me, but this shit, you see the size of the buds. The buds are like 4 grams each.
Bro, I think I found the best weed ever, bro. Damn. It's called GMO. Brian Pumper got me hip to it. Shout outs to my nigga. I ain't gonna call that nigga Brian Pumper. Shout outs out to my nigga Darrell Cheney. You understand what I'm saying? He got me hip to this shit called GMO. Y'all should go check this shit out. I've been cross-eyed like a motherfucker for the last couple of days off that shit though. But that is today's weed sponsors, the GMO, and what you say it was, Case?
I don't know what this crazy shit is up in Birmingham. I ain't gonna front.
Hey, but We about to get off into today's smoke break. Today's smoke break song is Preem DiBiase Woke Up Like This. Make sure y'all go check him out. Preem DiBiase. I think he's on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, all of that stuff. But check him out one time. Preem DiBiase Woke Up Like This. We'll be right back, y'all.
Peer paid to some more shit. 6 nickel DiBiase. Already know I'm rockin'. Oh yeah. Big Whoppy. I can never stop it. Pocket sloppy. Huh? I mean, hold on. Man, like the flame. Let's get money.
Raised in the trenches, ran it up off junkies. Racks in my pockets, don't chase hoes, I chase money. Should've been in church, but made 100 on a Sunday. Was a young nigga serving, catching plays out of 100. All these racks on me, blew a 20 by mistake. Bad, but she liked to argue, had to get at hoes for space. You was running track, I was somewhere running base. I was standing up on couches, blowing strong, popping ace. Shorty, bust it open, bend it over, make it shake. Hold up, bitch, bounce that ass, bend it over, make it shake. If you ain't getting money, nigga, you just in the way. We VIP status, buying rose by the case. I'm draped in diamonds, bitch. I woke up like this. Hold up, play, hit my line and need a quarter brick. Shorty looking at me, she know I'm the shit. How you get like this? How you rich like this? I woke up and bought a whole thing, a whole thing. Hour later, sold the whole thing, the whole thing. Phone jumping in some more plays, some more plays. Pockets busting, bitch, that boy paid, that boy paid. Couple jigs later, wrapped the rollie round my wrist. You was on the porch, I was somewhere on the 6. Boy, your hustle petty, spit your re-up on my kicks. All these extra grams, might as well go buy a whip. Throwing bands on strippers, throwing bands on strippers. Bottles with the sparklers, section for my niggas. 100 pounds exotic, package with the sealer. Could've been a doctor, chose to be a dealer. Preacher tried to save me, but I'm linked with the killers. Bitch, we told poles, selling zones, getting skriller. Bring from the zone, you don't know a nigga realer. Bring from the zone, you don't know a nigga realer. I'm drinking diamonds, bitch. I woke up like this. Hold up, play, hit my line and need a quarter brick. Shorty looking at me, she know I'm the shit. How you get like this? How you rich like this? I woke up and bought a whole thing, a whole thing. Hour later, sold the whole thing, the whole thing. Phone jumping in some more plays, some more plays. Pockets busting, bitch, that boy paid, that boy paid. I love the money. Wish I could hug the money, out here running up a check, rain, sleet, snow, sunny. I love the money. Wish I could hug the money, out here running up a check, rain, sleet, snow, sunny.
Yo, we back. It's your boy Luxury, the most expensive nigga rolling, aka DJ Easy Dick to your bitch. BKA Mr. Shoving Wood wherever's good. And I'm in the building with my favorite DJ motherfucking K's. You get what I'm saying? And we back. That was Preem DiBiase. Woke up like this. Make sure y'all go check him out on all platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Preem DiBiase. K's, you there, my brother?
Yes, sir.
Killer. Oh, you was watching the video over there, man?
Oh no, actually, I'm scrambling in the crib.
Yeah, but we back in the building. You know what I mean? And speaking of something, you know what I mean? It was a conversation that it kind of was sparked on Facebook. Me and you talked about it, the other day and shit. Like, let me ask you this. I'm asking fellas and ladies this too. Ladies, all you ladies that's watching, let me just ask you this one question. If a nigga asked you for sex or to fuck, how would you feel? How would you feel about that nigga asking? My whole answer to this was, who the fuck asked for sex? It just happens. You understand what I'm saying? Especially you the right situation, shit leading up to that. You feel what I mean? Like, it shouldn't be no reason why a motherfucker asking for sex. I feel like if you gotta ask for sex, like the bitch don't want to fuck you or the nigga don't want to fuck you, like, how many more hints do you need? I mean, how you feel about that, Case?
Situation.
I mean, just like, okay.
Some chicks would be like, "What you want to come over here for?"
No, this is my whole point about this.
Tell them what you coming over there for.
Chicks engage with you for certain situations. I don't care who you is. If a bitch give you her phone number and y'all texting backwards and forwards and y'all calling, whatever the case may is, she's showing interest in you already. You understand me? So when it comes time for that moment, it ain't like, oh shit, you about to let me fuck? You ain't about to say no shit like that. Like, she'll be like, nah, I don't want to let you fuck no more. That's exactly what she gonna say. I don't want to let you fuck no more. What you mean? Nigga, why didn't you just fuck? Why didn't you just fuck? Yeah. Nigga, why didn't you just fuck? What you asking me for? So that's the question that I want to ask. Like, how would you feel? You know what? Although watching, I want to drop the link in the chat so people could call in, or they can come in and say they 2 cents or whatever the case may be. Or you know what? Let me call some ladies, you know what I mean, and ask them how they would feel if a nigga asked them, like, can he fuck? Like, just outright asked you, can he fuck? Like, you know what I mean? So y'all don't be surprised if y'all get a call. I'm about to call. I don't know if Kay is going to be able to hear the call, but I'm just about to call some females, you get what I'm saying, and see what they got to say about this and shit, man. We going to do it on here. Let's ask this.
I can't hear shit, bitch.
What you say?
I said, you ain't going to let me hear shit, huh? I can't have no fun with this.
No, just I'm gonna call a couple people. You get what I'm saying, and I'll let you. You can watch live and hear the response. But I'm just about to call a couple people.
I want to talk to that.
Couple people. I'm calling somebody real quick. Hold on 1 second. See if they answer the call. All right, we definitely don't let it ring out to the end. All right, that was the end of that. All right, on to the next one.
Yeah, I ain't hear shit.
Nah, you can't hear nothing that's going on.
Dirty motherfucker.
I'm just randomly calling people, too. Just randomly calling people. Okay. On to the next one.
Better prank phone calls.
No, these ain't prank phone calls. They just phone calls. We just calling somebody.
People don't know who that is. People scared to death picking their phones.
No, that's the whole point. I ain't telling people who the fuck it is. I'm just calling people.
And I owe this motherfucker. It might be that motherfucker calling me. He know that motherfucker. I'm telling you.
Hey, nah, shit funny, bro. We gonna see who gonna pick up. Okay, that's the end of that one. We gonna see who pick up. We just calling random people, y'all, and we answering them these questions. We gonna ask them some questions real quick. Matter of fact,
somebody gonna randomly cuss you out.
You said somebody gonna randomly cuss me out?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who it is. They might cuss me out. I don't give a fuck. I'm just calling. We live on the show.
Call me, ask me some stupid questions. He don't cuss you out.
No stupid question. You just calling. We live right now. So let's hear what people say.
Call me up, ask me if it's okay. Ask one.
Hello.
Hey, cuz. What you doing right now, cuz?
Nah, it's cuz.
With David.
I'm listening to this motherfucker call somebody to my goddamn pussy. That's what the fuck I'm doing.
Listen, hold on, wait, cuz. I'm live right now, right? And we talking about something real quick. Let me ask you this simple question. You know David in the car, so you can ask him this question too. Now listen, when y'all first, this sounds kind of crazy. When y'all first got busy, you understand what I'm saying? Did he ask to get busy with you?
No, I think I initiated it.
No, wait. If he would have asked to get busy with you, how you would have reacted to that nigga? You would have like, this corny ass nigga. Why is you asking me to fuck?
I don't know. I don't know. I probably would have been aggressive. Me being me.
You said you would have been aggressive. Your ass crazy.
Yeah, towards him.
You crazy as hell though. But I'm just making a whole point of like, who the fuck asked to have sex before they have sex? I feel like it just happens.
People, no, because people do that sometimes.
What do you mean?
And that's just, because people do it sometimes. They'll ask you like, oh, is it cool if we, I don't know. I think it's weird too, but
that's what I'm saying. What type of lame ass shit is that?
I don't know if they do it.
Man, listen, man, I can't do it, man. I swear to God, because I feel like this. This is my whole point. If a female already engaging in you, she's showing some type of interest, nigga. When it come down to that moment, you shouldn't have to ask a fucking question that's understood.
Exactly, it should just happen.
Right, exactly. So the whole point was, why the fuck? How would you feel if a nigga, or if he just flat out asked you? Like,
I don't
shit?
know. Me, I'ma laugh at him. Shit.
Like you just
then
gonna
I'm
like
gonna tell him about his way.
Right,
That's just
exactly.
me. I don't know about the next person.
All right, so we got the first answer. All right, cuz that's all I wanted, man. We live right now, man. Hey, shout outs to you. I ain't putting no names on nothing right now. We just calling people and asking them random questions.
All right, cuz.
All right, that's what's up.
Bye.
Damn lie.
You said that's a damn lie, cuz.
Oh, what you saying? I couldn't hear nothing this side.
Oh no, she was keeping it real, my nigga. I can't
What she said?
drop the link. She said, hell yeah. She was like, what the fuck? She like, why would a nigga be asking for sex? She was like, period, was understood. Shit, nigga, when it come down to that moment, because you got to think about the things that you do to, like, pursue a woman, or, like, when you courting a woman, so they say, or when you meet a woman, you feel what I mean? It's some of them broads that you already got the understanding, like, shit, I just want to fuck. You get what I'm saying? It's some of them you got that understanding with. But even in those situations, you still not asking the bitch to fuck. It's just certain things that you do to show this broad, like, all this nigga want to do is fuck. You feel what I'm saying? And it's certain things that you do, like, all right, like I say, the whole interest part. If a female is, like, texting you, engaging in conversation, she's showing some interest in you. So, like, everything leading up to that point to where, like, you actually get her alone in the right situation, my nigga, you not asking her to fuck, my nigga, because you going to fuck up the whole moment with that weak-ass, lame-ass shit, my nigga. Now, this some game from pimping itself, you feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all shouldn't be in these situations. And ladies, if you got to ask a nigga to fuck, bitch, you off your ding. Something wrong. You feel what I'm saying? Like, could you imagine a broad asking you to fuck K's? Like, it's getting to the point to where she need to ask you to fuck. Huh? Or you ain't listening?
I'm listening.
No,
I was eating a peach.
Huh?
I was eating something. What happened?
No, I'm serious, though. Like, for real, though. How would you feel if a female asked you to fuck?
That's been done plenty of times. Of course. I mean, if I like, I'm like,
I'm talking about, but why does it have to get to the point to where she actually asking you that?
No, I had females step to me. I didn't even know. Like, what's good? I one time.
That's a different story, but I'm talking about, like, all right, nigga, you know if a female step into you a certain way, you know, right, if a female trying to fuck you or not, right? Or if she trying to, like, get some dick from a nigga, you feel what I'm saying? Pause.
I was in entertainment business speed and shit was just thrown at niggas, yo.
Exactly. And there's certain things that you know, like, oh shit, this little bitch just trying to give me some pussy real quick. You knew already.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about it went to the point to where this bitch was like, shit, I'm trying to fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, let's fuck.
No, I had bitches that ran around. I ran bitches around me, grab my dick.
You said what?
I had bitches around me, grab my dick. In certain places, I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, I'm telling you, you was sexy. Like, I'm telling you,
let's get the man
and your friend.
Let's get the man. Let's get the man an hour in here who sparked this whole debate, so we could talk about it real quick.
Who's
Let's
that?
see if he even answered the phone. Barack Pascal, what's going on?
Hey, yo,
bro. We live right now. You know what I mean? K's can't hear what you're saying or nothing right now, though, bro. But we actually talking about the shit that me and you had a discussion about on your page. You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I remember what you're saying.
Okay, we actually having a conversation about that right now at the moment. I wanted to get your live take on that. Your live take on actually asking permission to fuck abroad.
Yeah. So, in my take, I've been on both sides of the spectrum. So I've been in situations where I wasn't sure, so I didn't ask.
So you try to be a courteous ass nigga.
Nah. I ain't gonna say that either. But you throw out little hints and stuff like that just to make sure that we on the same page. You see what I'm saying? Because all women are not on the same page sometimes. You see what I'm saying? Even though you can go out with a woman and y'all can have fun and stuff like that, and sex might be the last thing on her mind. You see what I'm saying? So we as men, though, we are physical people, so or physical beings. So you might throw a little hint out or something like that, just to if you're not on that page, then we'll get on that page. You know what I'm saying? Or she'll know what's expected, or what we're expecting, or what I'm expecting for the night. Then I've been in situations most of the time it's just like, they already know it's a go. You know what I'm saying? But it has been times, in one way or another, you asking, no matter how you look at it, whether you taking her, let's say, dinner, movie, and a nightcap.
Okay, let me.
You see what I'm saying?
I understand where you're coming from, but let me give you a player's perspective of how the situation is going right here. Listen, I'm the type of guy where I pay attention to everything. I look at the engagement in the situation. I look at the interest that's shown from both sides of the situation. And you have to understand this. If you when it gets to that point, there's no need to say anything. Like, you're absolutely right. You may be taking the chick out to dinner, to the movies and shit. And at some point, it get to where y'all put into a situation. And when y'all put into that situation, like, I feel like there's nothing to, like, be said. It's going down. And I've never had a situation, this is what I was trying to explain to you, to where I had to, like, ask or make sure things was okay or anything like that. It was just like, I already knew this bitch trying to give me some pussy right here at this moment. You understand me?
I get it. However, again, sometimes you can go out on dates with women and shit, and they having so much fun, that they don't, like I said, sex be the last thing on their mind.
Yeah, right.
So, I mean, reiterating or articulating it, just not by, let's just say, not coming flat out saying, hey, can I get some pussy? Like, no, I ain't saying no shit like that. That's some corny ass simple nigga shit. However, if y'all go to dinner and a movie, and then you say, so how about a nightcap at my place? You see what I'm saying? So that's not flat out saying you want some pussy, but if she coming back to your place, 9 times out of 10, she know what you want.
Yeah, if she coming back to the place, she didn't already agree, this signed, sealed, and delivered. So as they said, if she coming back to my place, unless she just one of them nosy bitches,
not necessarily true all the time.
Going on. Listen, I'm just telling you from, like, personal experiences and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Anytime it's got to that point to where, like, we could be in, like, an intimate setting, it always went down with, like, nothing like else. Like, we understood what was going on in that situation. It's just like,
but you just said it yourself,
huh?
You just said it yourself. Sometimes it can be those instances. You just said it yourself. Sometimes it could be those cases where a woman would say, let's say, for instance, she just want to see how you living. You see what I'm saying?
But see, those type of bitches right off the bat, though. Those bitches that be wanting to go out and they want to get $300 plates of food and all that other goofy shit. Those bitches right off the bat and how you need to play those bitches. You understand me? So, like,
so would you take a woman out? Let's ask that question. Would you take a woman out
go ahead.
that wants to go to, let's say, an expensive restaurant? How much is too much to spend on a date?
How much is too much to spend? Like, for me, too much to spend on a date, man, I will have to say, like, if you going to, like, the 200 range, that's a lot of money to be spending on a fucking date.
Really?
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, for what, nigga? Okay. What you talking about, bitch? $200 is an investment in a lot of things. You understand me? Fuck wrong with you? Like, shit.
So you never went out with a female and spent $200?
I went out with my wife and spent $200 with her.
I'm talking about, let's say,
more than that. Sometimes.
Okay, let's say you go on a date with somebody before your wife.
We don't need to spend all
with somebody you ain't know.
We don't need to spend all that money to get to know each other. Fuck that.
I don't know. I mean, in my opinion, now this is just my opinion. Now, this is just my opinion. This is not a fact. Okay. in my opinion, I feel like, I mean, is there things that you could do? Shit, if that's the case, there's shit you could do for free, you know. But I think that after so many dates and stuff like that, I don't think $200. I think $200 is kind of could be considered standard after a few dates.
This is my whole. Okay, so on the first date, would you spend over $200 on a bitch on the very first date?
Depends on who she is and how much I like her.
What about you, Kaz? On the very first date, would you spend $200 on a bitch on the first date?
Depending on what I want to do.
You say depending on what you want to do. Elaborate a little bit more on that.
Depending on what I want to do.
Like far as what?
I mean, depending on
you
what I want to cook.
No, I'm talking to Kaz. Kaz is in here too, of course.
Oh, okay.
Depending on what, Kaz?
It might be an event I want to go to or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
not that's different. See, he said depending on if it's an event he want to go to or anything like that. So like just say if it's like a concert, okay, that's understandable. But I'm talking about the very first date with a broad, no matter, like it could be a bitch that you've been like trying to get at for a while and shit, you know what I mean? And like she like, all right, let's go out, blah, blah, blah. And you pick the place that we go and you end up picking that place. That's a different story. But I'm talking about far as like a first date and you talking to the broad.
It depends on
all this other crazy shit.
It depends on who. It depends on who and how much I like her.
She could throw out whatever she want to throw out.
And the quality of woman is that all that stuff is too.
Hold up, Kaz. Let him finish. Go ahead, Barack.
The quality of woman also plays a big role into that. You see what I'm saying? Because
I totally agree, because you can't come at every woman with bullshit.
Exactly. Like you can't take a chick, a hood chick, and I ain't got nothing against hood chicks either, but
I
you
do.
can't.
I do. I ain't gonna
well, I ain't gonna let's say a hood chick and a chick that's let's say a lawyer, a doctor, or something like that. They have completely different standards.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
You can't take the lawyer or doctor out the outback, bro. So I already know about that. So
yeah, you see what I'm saying? So
it's a difference.
That's all I'm saying. You might spend more than $200. Like you go to Moxie's, you go spend some money.
Let me ask you this though. Don't you think you didn't impress the bitch already? That's high standard. If you didn't got to that point.
However, what you
mean, however?
Well, I'm about to explain. Okay, if let's just say I really, really like this chick, and I really want to impress her. Okay, I want to take her somewhere where she probably never been. You see what I'm saying? Now everybody knows the usual suspects. You got, Cheesecake Factory, Olive Garden. Places like that, and people go there all the time.
And let me tell you where you gotta repent at right now, bro. You gotta listen to me, nigga, because when you talking to the conversation supposed to impress the bitch, not your pockets.
Agreed.
Not the way you living, not none of that shit. The conversation supposed to impress the bitch.
Who said? Wait. Who said? But who said that was the sole reason why?
But you mean if I really,
what I said?
I mean you went into that, like if you really want. I didn't mean to cut you off either. You went into if I really wanted to impress this bitch and this, that, and the third.
Why go to the usual suspects is what I'm saying. And the usual, let's be honest. We're in Cleveland, Ohio. There's no middle. There's no middle ground. It's either high end or low end. You see what I'm saying?
I agree.
Let's be honest.
I agree.
You see what I'm saying? We don't have places where it's middle ground. You know what I mean? So if I wanted to really impress this female, I'm not going to the usual suspects. You see what I'm saying? Because she's been there before. I want to take her somewhere different, somewhere where, and it's not for the reasons of bragging. It's just it's a different atmosphere.
Okay. With that whole scenario that you just painted right there, you pretty much like want her to judge you off the type of environment that you put her in, correct?
No, not necessarily.
Okay, well, elaborate a little.
Well, what I want is So, for instance, How many times have you been to, let's just say, Applebee's? How many times you been there?
0.
Okay. Well, most people been there a lot of times. What about Cheesecake
personally.
Factory?
I've been there personally by myself, but I've never took a chick on a
What
date.
about the Cheesecake Factory?
Maybe 1.
Okay. What about let's say, what's another restaurant? Olive Garden.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
White women love Olive Garden for the wine.
And most of the time when people go on dates, these are the places that they go. A woman wants a man that is that can be different from the rest of the pack.
I completely understand.
You see what I'm saying?
I completely
So
understand.
that's all
that.
I'm saying. It's just different. It ain't got nothing to do with. Because you don't have to spend money just for a woman to know you got money, and it ain't. Really, that shouldn't be the focal point anyway. However, it's just different. The level of service is different. The atmosphere is different. The customer service is different. I don't want to be on a date focusing on my waitress or waiter not coming to the table fast enough, or they don't know the menu that well, or none of that. I don't want to focus on that. You go to those high-end places, most of the time they know these things and they do their jobs and they do them well. I want to focus on my date. Okay. You see what I'm saying? And it's different for her. The experience is different for her. Not saying that she's never been to these places. What I'm saying is that it's not every day that people go to these types of places. So it's different and it's an experience for both of us. That's all I'm saying.
And see, like me, when I say I be a different type of nigga, because I feel like when you date a person, it's an opportunity for you to get to learn things about them. You get
Correct.
You get to see things about them. And see, I'm the type of nigga, I done took bitches for walks on the beach. Come on.
And be cold. That'd be the best dates.
Listen, we go do that. Listen to the water, sit on the rocks. We smoke a couple L's, anything, take a drink if that's what you do. You understand me? I done took bitches fishing. I done went through walks on the park, little simple shit like that. And I'm talking about high-end women. You understand?
And they be the best
saying?
Dates, don't they?
Of course they be.
Exactly.
And those be the whole dates that sets the mood for everything that happens therefore after. And that'd be my point about
set up picnics, all kind of stuff. Yeah,
you're supposed to have her already sold.
Oh wait,
now
I can hear this nigga.
You understand? You say now you can hear him?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
See what it was.
I don't know what that was. That was on your end, nigga. I've been telling you that. But yeah, no, that's pretty much what I mean by you supposed to already have her sold on the conversation. You feel what I mean? She supposed to already know what time it is by the level of conversation and by how you conduct yourself in certain situations. That's why I have seen it on all different levels, especially white women with money. They tend to take brothers to situations to see their level of intellect. You get what I'm saying?
But you said first date.
Yeah, I'm talking about very first date. Yeah, very
first date. You can't judge anybody's intellect before you even have a first date. That's why it's important. That's why atmosphere setting and shit like that is important on the first date.
I observe your intellect from the moment I get to talking to you and asking you certain questions.
Yeah, but that's a very short time to put in a lot of information. What you're trying to do, if you're doing something like that, man, you're trying to actually get to know a person. That's what the first date is for. The introductory is important, but not that important.
I'm a different nigga because I done smashed a lot of chicks before we went on the first date.
Yeah, that's because you're not in the zone. But what you say, Case?
I said I done smashed a lot of chicks before there was a first date. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, I done smashed a lot of chicks on the first date.
I done smashed a lot of chicks.
They're just like
the first
them beach,
2-3 hours of meeting.
Some of them beach walks and all of that other shit, nigga. That shit
it don't be nothing like that. It just be some slick talk, and next thing you know, we just in a compromised situation. It be on. I don't know what the fuck it be sometimes, yo. Mm-hmm. Even my son bear witness to me making a chick just pull over and give me her number. I was like, yo, look at homegirl at the light. He's like, she blazing out. She made eye contact, pull over. Boom, got a number.
That's all it takes
sometimes. That's with the chick. But,
and that's the point. I don't know. That's the point that I was trying to make to the homie, though. You know what I mean? About, because he said, nigga, you the GOAT. You ain't never had to, like, really, like, seek permission in some type of way to like get like no, like never. Like I just
No.
knew what time it was.
I ain't say seek permission. What I said was that if you've never had to act, when I meant ask, I didn't mean ask as far as, hey, can I get some pussy? No, I didn't mean that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think no red-blooded nigga that's really about his shit gonna be on some bullshit like that. However, whether you saying it directly or indirectly, you asked in one way or another. You see what I'm saying? Whether it be having a nightcap at the house, or whether it be let's go back to your place. You see what I'm saying? These are indirect ways of saying shit. I want some pussy.
I done asked the bitch.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm laughing because Kane said he done asked the bitch for some pussy before.
Hell
I wanna
yeah,
hear
she
this.
was fucking. I asked her why I can't
I
get
want
no
to hear
damn
this
pussy from her.
escapade. Go ahead.
She's like, can you be fucking on my girl? And I seen fuck. I said, so I want to hit you. I sound like the way you look. I just felt like you. And she finally gave me some. I wanted to smash that. I said, that shit
keep
too.
sweating it over there, bro.
Yo,
keep sweating it like a motherfucker.
You done seen that? You been sweating too. It took me a month. I finally got that shit. Fuck that.
So you just eased up on the bitch like shit, man. You know what? I ain't gonna hold you, and I don't call this. I don't call this. I ain't gonna lie. Listen. I ain't gonna lie. And I wouldn't technically call this asking permission because I already knew that the bitch wanted to give me some pussy, and I just told her I just told her one night, I'm like, man, when you gonna give me some of that pussy? And she looked at me
on the
like,
phone, ask nigga how big his dick is and all the show on the phone. What you mean? You come find out.
Like, no, tell me, every nigga that had that, but every nigga, wait.
You wanna play games? Okay, let's play.
Wait. Every nigga didn't had that moment though, for real. To win.
And in this case,
and in this case, you already knew that the bitch wanted to give you some pussy, so you just
playing prolonging shit to my whole girl out of smash.
You say prolonging. Hey, Barack, have you ever had that situation? A bitch that you knew wanted to give you some pussy, and it just got to the point because she was prolonging so long, just like, man, when you gonna give me some?
No, but then the bitch be asking you shit about, you know what I'm saying? How big is your dick?
Truthfully, no, I've sang to a girl before, and you know what I'm saying,
ass nigga,
and just kind of said and asked that way.
What you
now
mean?
That was some.
What you mean?
Yeah, I definitely did. I definitely sang to a female a few times. I've sang to a female.
You sang to a female before.
Smokey Robinson.
Oh hell yeah, man! That was my go-to back in the day. Nigga, that was my go-to. I sang to a female in a heartbeat.
I ain't never rapped to a bitch ever in my life. I ain't even gonna say hold you. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. I ain't never done no shit like that. But I have had a couple moments in my life where I knew a female wanted to give me some pussy, and I just was like,
you had to ask for it.
Like, man, when you gonna give me some of that pussy?
Stop prolonging it.
Yeah, what's wrong? Why you prolonging this bullshit? You know you want to give me some of that pussy. Like, why you playing?
Like everybody else.
My goodness.
Ain't no closed mouth don't give you that.
But I definitely sang my way into some draws a few times.
Damn, man. Shit, I don't know how.
Damn singing. There was swinging going on.
You said it was swinging.
Dick swinging was going on. No goddamn singing. Dick swinging going on.
Right.
That's what it took some time. You gonna find out today, bitch. No, you done fuck my whole girl last night. I'm gonna fuck you this month. Fuck that.
That's all it took sometimes, man. I got stories that I don't
Anytime a bitch asks you about your dick,
that I don't even tell. Like, this some funny ass shit though. Let me tell you all about this story. I never really tell my little stories and shit. I'm not a kiss and tell type nigga and shit. But one night I'm over my nigga house. I'm not gonna say his name and shit.
I hope you wasn't kissing that nigga.
No, hell no. Fuck out of here.
You said kiss and tell, put a nigga name in there.
One night I'm over my nigga house. It's his girl and her sister in town and shit, right?
Okay. I like this already.
We chilling and shit. She done went upstairs. Right. This bitch done went upstairs and got in the bed and shit. And her sister like, shit, go upstairs and get in the bed with my sister. She's talking shit about you. She's talking shit about you, right? So I get up there and shit. I get up there and shit, though. The bitch acting like she ain't want to give you no ass or nothing like that, right?
There's no She don't want to play the hoe. She just want to be the hoe.
Nah, you know what I did? You know what I did, nigga? I just grabbed her hand and put it on my shit like you for real. Like you for real.
You're familiar.
She like, no, all this shit though. But like you know, while she talking, I'm
don't
taking
let
her
it go.
Listen, she talking shit. I'm taking her clothes off all at the same time though, bro. It's funny as fuck.
And she wasn't letting go, was she?
No,
that
listen,
let go
nigga,
of shit.
I done slipped the condom on and then put the tip in and everything, bro. I'm just like, now what's wrong with that? This bitch gets
this nigga took the pussy. Yeah, this shit. This nigga
oh my goodness.
Nah, listen. I'm talking about listen, no, bro. Listen to me. We literally conversating in her clothes, just coming off at the same time, bro. And she ain't saying that. I done got to the point. I done put my own
said, what's wrong with this?
What's wrong with that?
Oh my
This
goodness.
nigga took the pussy. What's wrong with this?
What's wrong with that?
Well, sometimes they need a little nudge.
She had no complaints.
Sometimes they just need a little nudge. That's all.
He hit this nigga a little nudge.
I don't know when she was on her sister that already gave me the scoop to go up to the bed.
I figured
with
you was
her.
gonna tell me like this, because every time I put my dick in the bitch head, it's like all of a sudden she like, you nasty, and I feel the second hand.
No, that's what she
Oh, you
did.
nasty.
No, listen.
Okay, I
you
never
ain't
put
listen
that
to
in
the story.
You
what
ain't
she
say
did
that part,
tell me,
nigga.
and I'm telling you,
I said the bitch ain't let go.
Listen,
I'm waiting for the second hand. Bitch ain't let go. But bitch like, yeah,
she grabbed
yeah,
him.
spitting and all this. There you go. There you go. Put that in the story. You just like, what's wrong with that?
I grabbed her hand and put it on my shit. And she was like, you nasty. And in between,
there you
like
go.
I said, we talking still, and her clothes coming off at the same time.
As long as that bitch ain't letting go.
Like,
I said, I made that bitch grab with 2 hands. Fuck that.
Not
talking
like
that nasty shit.
All I'm saying, that's the closest I done got to permission when I said, what's wrong with that?
Shit.
To asking permission.
They go to permission right there. They go to permission. Pull your dick out, they go to permission right there. Bitch, no time is. If that bitch gonna get that damn thing out my face,
and it was
like,
funny
why
though.
you doing
and it was
that?
funny though, cause she was like really like stunned though. I go up there, nigga, and she in the bed, nigga, got on pat draws, nigga. No shorts. I done crawled in the bed, got under the cover. The bitch ain't shed nothing or none of that shit, bro. None of that shit.
I want you to work.
Damn.
Exactly, right there, ass all out, everything, nigga.
Peel all
like,
this shit off. Once I know I got it off, it's on. But you ain't front. I want to play.
But that's
the
what
hoe.
I mean.
The hoe.
But that's what I mean by like certain situations, certain shit is understood. Like what the fuck? Like you didn't already let me come in here. You naked as fuck, laying in this bitch. Pretty much. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, come on, bro. Like, what do I need to ask for furthermore permission for? You understand me? Now, if it was a situation where like nigga don't come in here, nigga, you know what time it is. Like nigga don't come in here. Like if a broad said all that, I ain't about to press the issue. You know what I mean? I ain't turned that. That's when you turn it when you taking some shit, nigga.
That's some Me Too shit.
Right, exactly. I ain't with that shit. You understand what I'm saying? But as far as like, your sister done told me to come get in the bed with you. I done came in, opened the door, closed the door, took my pants off, got in the bed, everything. Like, what? And then I look under the cover, I see all the ass out. I'm like, oh my God. Like,
hey, let me tell you a story. I don't know if I fucked up or not, but this is when I was young. I had a bitch live with me, right? Mm-hmm. But before she moved in, I went to my man crib and had all these bitches live with her. There was this bad bitch, his roommate. So she was in the shower. So I went in the bathroom, sat down, had a conversation.
I have to run.
Man, go ahead, do your thing, bro. I just wanted to ask you that question.
All right, appreciate you, bitch. You feel well.
All right, bro.
All right, so I go in the. So this bitch is bad. So I go in the bathroom. While I just knocked on the door. She like, come in. So I go in there. She in the shower, but I ain't never look inside. So we just having a conversation, right? She stuck her head out. Oh, you cute. I was like, I could have went right in that shower and started beating that shit.
And she would have said nothing.
Nah, but peep this, right? So I didn't smash it, but I ain't, like I said, I ain't look at it. We just talking. So a few nights later, we see each other in the club. I had my little chick with me, and she had sitting at the table telling my little chick what time it is. Like, yeah, I'm about to get him some pussy, woo. My bitch comes me, I was like, yo, hey, I'm just in the bathroom because I just no front. I had to use the bathroom.
Right.
She didn't take a shower. I just went in. We just carried the conversation. It ain't like she looked at me. I looked at her. I wish I would have. I fucked up with that. I should have smashed that.
One second, Case. I think somebody tried to call me back. Okay, then another call. I'm gonna get back with them and shit though. But somebody tried to call me back. I'm gonna get back with them and shit though. But no, man, we had this simple question. how would you look at a person if they ask permission to have sex with you? I want to know that. Ladies, if you wanted to give a nigga some pussy and he asked you, can he fuck, is you still gonna fuck that nigga? I want to know that question. I want to know the answer to that question. Somebody, you know what I mean? I done made a couple calls. One person called back. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can get somebody in here. It is just random people, you know what I mean, that I'm calling asking this question to. It don't matter. Let me see if I can get an OG in here real quick. Let me see if I can get my nigga in here. Yeah, let me see if I can get my nigga in here. See, I gotta get fellow pimps and shit in here, dog. You know what I mean? I ain't putting no names on nothing or nothing like that. Let me call a nigga real quick. See what a nigga getting into. Okay, he ain't answering. Let me get him out. He ain't answering. So let's try somebody else real quick.
It's Sunday. The pimps is having church.
Man, niggas is watching football. They ain't paying attention to no nigga. Let's see what happens though. Like I said, I'm just calling people.
Randomly harassing people.
Like a motherfucker. That's what we do, nigga.
That's some bullshit.
Yo.
What up?
What up with it? What up with it, man? I ain't saying no names. That's why I ain't just say your name, because I'm live on the air right now.
What's the deal, Pickle?
Look, I got a question for you, man. We running this right now, man. Listen.
Oh shit.
Let me ask you a simple question. I want to know this right for real. Would you if you know you wanted to fuck a nigga and shit, right? And if he asked, could he fuck you, would you still fuck him, or would you look at him a whole different way?
I look at him different, because if I know I'm gonna fuck you regardless. Not 10 times out of 10, if we decided we fucking, and we already knew we was fucking before we got there.
Right. What's understood don't need to be understood.
Need to be
when
explained.
it comes to
so
that.
you actually asking to fuck me is like, that shit just turns me off.
Right.
Yeah.
I was just having a conversation.
The fact
with
that you
brother.
got my number, and the fact that I'm kicking it with you, or I even came and showed up, means you have potential to be fucked. At this point, all you can do is talk yourself out the pussy.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Right. You hear a case. Right? Hey, that's the truth. That's what we've been talking to y'all hearing it from a female herself. Like, you know, I had some other ones that's about to get ready to call in. But
right.
That's crazy as fuck, though, because I'm sitting here trying to explain to niggas. I'm like, nigga, who asked permission to get the pussy, my nigga?
Oh, my God. Ew.
And what type of female is asking the nigga, can she fuck? I feel like this. If you gotta ask permission, she don't want to fuck my nigga. What is the point? Is you asking for it? You know what I mean? Like,
you should be able to catch the vibe. Like, and like I just said, like, from the time, if I give you my number, you have the potential. So at that point on, all you can do is talk yourself out the pussy.
Right.
Period.
Right. And how many times did we talk about that case about niggas talking their way out the pussy, laughing their way out the pussy and shit? Just some wild shit though. But hey, I appreciate
you live and you learn though.
Hey, I appreciate you, hey man, answering and rocking with me for a second, man. I'm gonna have to have you on
bro.
At a later date. You know what I mean? Whenever you
set
ready
that
for
shit
me.
up. I'll definitely be on.
Whenever you ready for me, let me know though. But I appreciate you though, man. You know, enjoy your Sunday, man. Fuck Pittsburgh. You already know what time it is.
Don't do that. Black and yellow. Don't come for us. Love you, bro.
All right, I get out of here. Love you too, G.
All right.
Yo. All right, now y'all just got that from a lady herself, though. You know what I mean?
Talk over out the pussy. Shit.
Right, exactly. But we about to get ready to wrap it up. You know what time it is. This is Grownmanishh. Anybody got any black-owned businesses that they want to shout out? Case you got any black-owned businesses that you want to shout out? I know it's your pocket fund. You know what I mean? Anybody that see the Cash App on the bottom of the screen, if you want to donate that way, or if you want to contribute to the show to improve the show, make sure you go ahead and hit the Cash App right there at the bottom of the screen. That is valid. I put it down there. In the meantime, y'all know what time it is. It's your boy Luxury, most expensive nigga rolling, a.k.a. DJ Easy Dick to yo bitch. BKA Mr. Shoving Wood, whatever is good. And I'm in the building with my favorite DJ motherfucking Case. Make sure y'all head over to Mixler. And y'all go follow Smoke City Radio. You know what I mean? If y'all want to hear commercial-free music, Go over there and check it out. If you want to hear DJs spinning live Vital, make sure y'all go over there and check him out. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all go over to COSS.com, COSS.com, Circle of Success Society. That's my brother Smooth Gotti. He got the clothing line over there. Joggers, sweatsuits, whatever you want, man. Make sure y'all go check him out. You know what I mean? Anybody else that want me to shout out their business, make sure y'all go ahead and drop something in my inbox, DM me personally. I am there. You know what I mean? We working on a new time schedule because I done went back on the plantation. So we probably gonna do this about twice a week. You know what I mean? We probably gonna do it twice a week. But I'm glad y'all came and rock with us. You know what I mean? Grownmanishh once again, season 3, episode 9. You feel what I mean? Make sure you go check it out. If you missed us live, I'm gonna post it. And once again, if you want to hear anything Vinyl Cypher Show, you want to hear commercial-free music, head over to Mixler, Smoke City Radio, hit a follow, cost you absolutely nothing. In the meantime, we about this thing. We out of here.